Hey guys, you're watching DIY Dozier. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be episode number 10 of the bathroom renovation project. We're jumping right back into this, moving right along with it. So I'm in the bathroom. As you can see, I'm rolling right along here. I've got to go ahead and get a piece of drywall, fix this gap right here, fix the gap going down the wall as well. I'm going to go ahead and get this ceiling vent removed for the former toilet room, which is no longer here, since I've got my new vent right there. And this is going to be a closet. That light fixture is coming down right now. And this one, I'm going to use the power for a new light, which is going to run right here. So I need to get this all buttoned up and ready to go so I can mount the new light. And then I'll have some nice light in here to work with. And then I'll go ahead and be able to knock out everything else and see what I'm doing good. So, all right guys, quick update. I know you didn't want to see this like this. You probably wanted to see it get done. But yeah, we've started drywall. So got the drywall going in here. I got this wall done. All the rough in is done. So everything in here has been fixed, done. We got some gaps to fill, nothing major. We're gonna come back and put a hole right here in the wall and put 2 registers in there. That way the air that comes in through this vent will flow out to the other wall. The reason why I didn't share this while I was doing it was because I actually have a buddy that does drywall, and out of respect for him, I didn't want to have him on camera. So I went ahead and helped him knock this out, and he's on the way here now to go ahead and start doing some mud work. Tiffany got excited and started painting the bedroom black. So the thing is, I'm replacing all these can lights. I've already been up in the attic. I pulled out the cans. We have new lights. The new lights are slightly smaller in diameter, so I'm gonna actually have to cut about probably a 10-inch square out of this right here and drop it down, and then I'm gonna put a hole in the new piece that I'm gonna put in, and then I'll put it back up in there and it'll accommodate this new light. So yeah, sorry, and the lights, all the power's out, and the power's not out. The lights are disconnected right now, so there's no light in here to have better lighting to show you. Anyway, dude, we are moving. So sorry for not sharing absolutely everything. I know I always do, but we just hit this point where it's crunch time. I was trying to set up the camera and do stuff. I've got different guys helping me out with things coming in here, and I'm trying to get this done in a timely manner at this point because I've got folks that are staying with me during Christmas, and I wanted to have our bathroom done by then. So yeah, I might not show every tedious little detail from here on out. I'm going to have updated video clips to show what's going on. So I might take a couple of, progress videos here and there with somebody else here. And here we are with another quick update. We got our hot mud mixed, filled all of our gaps all the way up on the ceiling. I went ahead and sealed up those 2 holes there from the 2 small can lights that were there. I've located my new light, which is going to hang directly above the drain for the bathtub. I've replaced all 4 lights in the ceiling. This required cutting out a square that was larger than the hole because the previous can lights were a larger hole, and this is a smaller hole now. So I've knocked that out. This is just rough in. We're not finished yet, but it's coming. We ought to be done by tomorrow. So one more day of this, and then we'll be ready for paint. So yeah, here we are, coming along. I'm gonna go ahead and get this light dropped now, and I need to put my new can light in that. My My drywall guy just left a little while ago. So let's get up to speed on what all we've had going on. So the missus has been painting the bedroom, as you can see. So got the first coat of mud on our lights up there. Same thing over there in the corner. First coat on that one there. Then to the right, we got another one there. Have another one here as we zoom out. And let's get to... All right, so here we are. Got all of our mud all smoothed out on our transition wall where the wall used to be. So, you know, this is the bathroom going in. Got our light fixture in for the bathtub, which will be, that's the drain. That's gonna be center of the tub. So we got our light fixture in. I didn't put the glass on it yet. I'm gonna have to wrap these up and pull them up because we haven't sanded yet. So once we get ready to sand, I don't want dust all over this. So that's why the lights are not in yet. Yeah, so we got this, the light fixture was removed. That was right there. We got a first coat on it. We're gonna have to sand it later. We've got our new can light in there. Got our new, or actually it's a canless. It is a canless LED light. And my wife likes the soft warm white instead of the bluish like this right here. She likes the warm white, so we set that to warm white. Same thing for that one. These in the bedroom are set to cool white. So anyway, in here, these are warm white. This one is above the toilet. The toilet will be right there, as previously stated. So, have our drywall pretty much ready to go. It might get another thin coat, but after that, we're going to sand it and be good to go. So, pretty much all done around everything. You already saw this in the other video. I didn't talk about it, but this is our new vent for the shower, for the moisture that comes out of here. You can see the ring where the old light used to be. So that's gone. And then of course in the other video you also saw this light. It is installed. Get our sealing, all of our drywall done in here. Completely sealed up. Good to go. I still have to fix this hole. That used to be the old toilet drain hole. So you can see there's a square marked out around it there. You can see the line going up and over, then up and back over. I've already marked it out over the joists. If I get in close, you see the line there. That's the width, both sides of the joist. So that'll be good to go. Got our little cubby hole. And real good job here on the drywall. I'm really happy this has turned out exactly like I had dreamed it would be. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this. We're gonna have shelves inside here, floor to ceiling. I estimated for 9 total shelves. The very top shelf, we're gonna close it off at the very top. I'm gonna have all the LED power supplies and controllers and all that stuff inside there so that I can access it without having to go in the attic later. So looking pretty good in here. We are not too far off from being able to paint it. Of course, once we get this possibly last fine finish coat done, then I'll come back in here and sand. And if my guy is going to be doing the sanding, I'm not going to record it. But if he says, hey, it's good to go, and I'll look at it and I feel like it's something I can tackle, which it should be, then I'll probably sand it myself. If I'm going to do the sand work, I'll share it on video with you guys. You'll get to see the whole process, and then I'll come back in here and paint it. Then we can get started on working on this closet behind me here. So the closet is the most important thing. The reason for that is because here we are. This is the end of October. I mean, next week is Halloween. You know, we'll be rolling right into November. Christmas is coming up. I've got my sister and her husband. They're going to be coming to stay with us. And I've got everything that was in this bathroom and bedroom in the other back bedroom of my house where they're going to be staying at. I need to give them their space back. So the top priority is getting everything back in this closet and getting this room done to where we could put all of our stuff back in here, even though the tile might not be done by then. Tomorrow, or the next clip you're going to see, we're going to be doing more drywall work. So let's get back to it. All right, guys, it is a new day. We are back in the bathroom, and we have all of our mud work officially done, ready to be sanded. Got the lights hanging there. The lights on the ceiling have been finished all the way over there. That one's good to go. That one's good to go. This one's good to go. And we are good right here on our transition. All the drywall in here has been completely mudded. Good to go. All we need now is a light sanding. All right, so I'm gonna hop in here with one of these little foam sponges. This little guy here. Get in here and start sanding some stuff. And just like that, all the drywall is completely sanded. Everything is sanded nice, smooth, up high, down low, everything. We are good to go and ready for paint in here. I still gotta fix this hole in this floor. I ain't come in here and done it yet, but yeah, we're good. Got that knocked out. We're not done with the ceiling. I was waiting for this channel to arrive. So here's the channel that's going to go. This is for recessed lighting. This is the channel that's going to go up here. It's going to go across the ceiling right there. So we'll have LED lights across there going down. And then the other channel, here's a bunch right here. They just arrived today. These are all tracked channels, and this is a diffuser. So the diffuser is, they call it opal. Let me get it separated. Gotta keep them separated. Got it. All right, cool. So here's one here. So you can see the profile there. It just locks into place inside this channel here, and it eliminates hot spots on your LED lights. So if you can imagine these little holes are all LED lights, you'd see a little hot spot where each light is. Well, with that diffuser there, it disseminates the light evenly across the diffuser's material. So here's one out of the plastic. It's a 90-degree channel. So this will actually go like this. So what happens is we got to put the cement board against this wall, and after the cement board is against the wall, you can take this, put it in the ceiling with the holes against the wall like that, and then you put your thin set down, and the thin set goes through these holes, holds it up into the ceiling, and then you can put your tile in, and this track will be in place. It will stay in place. So I'm in here removing the crown molding from inside the master bedroom ceiling around the perimeter in here. That way I can lower it down a couple inches so I can put my LED lighting behind it. As you'll see, I actually kind of boogered up the drywall a little bit using the pry bar. That portion was in there really well, but I did get it out. It won't matter. You won't see any of that because I'm going to drop the crown molding down about 2 inches, so it'll cover up the bottom leading edge of that damage there. So no big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this stuff removed all the way around the perimeter inside here. So I got all of the crown molding removed all the way around the tray ceiling up here. What you can see is the finished nails. Some of them are still sticking through. There's some that are still in the boards. So they're around there. That little brown line you see up there is where the caulk pulled away the paint and the drywall exterior surface to reveal the brown, the paperback stuff inside there. So that is an obvious line. I'm going to sand that line by hand all the way around the room here. We got a little bit of repair to do after that caulk didn't come off clean off that drywall, but we'll get it taken care of. So the good news is, when putting a sanding block to the ceiling on that brown line, it did not create a harsh line. It has kind of a smooth transition, enough to where I feel confident that once I get the rest of this sanded, because I stopped right there, but once I get the rest of this all the way around here sanded to right there, which is where I stopped at, you can see the gray line there. Once I get it sanded to there, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go forward with getting the rest of the ceiling painted, and we'll go ahead and get the process rolling on putting these LED lights in this tray ceiling. We're going to finish sanding the ceiling where the transition is. As you can see, I've already started. I have a hard line where the caulk was attached to the ceiling. I'm going to go ahead and get all that sanded all the way around here. After it's sanded, then I'm going to go ahead and start finding my studs so I could find a way to attach some 2x2. So I'll show you what I'm going to do when we get to that point. But anyway, let's get started with it. So now that the room is full of dust, I went ahead and turned our dusty ceiling fan back on and our dusty other fan here back on. Try to kind of clear the air a little bit. Got the door open. It's a mess in here. It is what it is. I took the comforter off the bed. This one here was in mud earlier today. Came in here and jumped on the bed, so the white comforter had mud all over it anyway. So that's why I wasn't worried about getting dust on it. I just said, forget it, whatever. So it's in the washing machine now. As you can see, we've got a lot of dust everywhere. So anyway, yeah, so the next step here, I'm going to go ahead and remove all these brad nails or the finish nails or whatever that was holding the crown molding in. If you look a little bit closer here as I zoom in, you can see there's 2 right there, and then there's 2 more right there, 1 sticking through the ceiling over there. So yeah, there's quite a few of those nails. I'm going to go ahead and pull all those nails out all the way around, and I'm going to mark all of the studs inside behind this drywall. So there should be 1 every 16 inches. I'm going to mark all the studs all the way around. That way I know where to attach to, and we'll go from there. So I got all the nails removed from the ceiling now. As you can see, there's a bunch of little dots in there. What is visible once I get done with this, I will repair and spot touch up, but I'm not going to do them all because they're not all going to be visible. So with that said, I have a stud finder here and a Sharpie. So now I'm going to go here and I'm going to mark probably about 2 inches below the white line there onto the beige line, the beige paint. I'm going to mark about probably between the black edge and the beige. Put a little dot with my Sharpie to show where all my wall studs are all the way around the tray.
3 hours later.
Surprise, adapt and overcome, right? Yeah, there's no wall studs in this little side wall back here behind me in the tray ceiling. There's no wall studs in that. So, yeah, well, I'm not going in the attic to go put wall studs in. So I think what I'm going to do is get some construction adhesive. So the whole thing was I was going to put a 2x2. Right, 2x2 dimensional lumber, like a baluster, like a wooden baluster. I was going to do 2x2 across the tray, you know, all the way across, back to there, all the way around, blah, blah, blah. And then putting that up there, I was going to take the crown molding and prop it against that and shoot my finish nails into that 2x2, leaving about a 2-inch gap to the ceiling. That way, it'll leave a 2-inch gap at the very top, and all the LED light, the glow, the light output will come out of that crack and out onto the ceiling. So, yeah, I'm going to get some construction adhesive, the 2x2s. Looks like I'm going to just shoot a couple of finish nails in through the drywall with construction adhesive on it, and that should be sufficient to hold it still. So, next step, since we're skipping the marking the wall studs because they are non-existent, I guess I'm going to go ahead and go grab a level, figure out my height that I want the crown molding at. I'm going to mark the wall, the tray up here, and after I'll mark it, I'll measure the distance to the ceiling, and I'll go all the way around and put my mark all the way around. That way I've got a line that I can put the base of my 2x2 up against. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I figured out what I'm going to do. The crown molding sits on a 45-degree angle. So when you're looking at it, it sits like this on the ceiling. I need a flat surface on the back side of that to attach to. If I use the regular 2x2 like this right here, it's square, and when I put the crown molding up, let me get my camera straight. When I put the crown molding up, it sits at a 45 like that, and I need it to sit flat, which you can't do because it's coming to a point. So I've taken a 2x4 and ripped it down, and here's the end. There's the profile there. And yeah, so what I did was I'm going to take this, put it flat against the wall, you know, like that against the wall, and then I can take this crown molding here and put it against the 45-degree angle part. So it will look like this when it's installed, like that. So what I can do is actually take this piece and attach it to the wall first, shoot a couple of finish nails in it, brad nails, whatever, with some adhesive on the back of it, and then I can come back and take this and just sit it flush to that, and it should line up flush with the bottom with the wall as well. So perfect. Cool thing is it's pre-cut. When I removed it, I scored the edges to get rid of the caulk, and I pulled the pieces off the wall and the tray ceiling. I did not damage any of these, so I don't need to cut more. I'm actually going to reuse these. I'm just going to lower them down about 2 inches. That's it. So I already grabbed a tape measure, and I measured my distance, what I wanted from the top corner down, how far I wanted this down on the wall there, and I came up with 6.5 inches. And then I'm going to grab a piece of pinstripe tape that I have. I'm going to tape the bottom of that line. That way I don't have to hold anything. I don't got to do anything. All I got to do is take this board, put it above the tape with this bottom leading edge on the tape, and I can put my finish nails into this board and the glue, and I can glue it to the wall. And then once I'm done doing that, all I got to do is grab the edge of the tape and pull it off all the way around. So yeah, it'll be easy then. All I got to do is put the crown molding up and call it a day. So, but it's worth noting, this also serves two purposes. The next one is I needed a flat surface up here. That way I can place my LED strip lighting. So the strip lights are going to sit on this piece of wood, stick them down. It's going to run all the way down, all the way around the channel. So, yeah. So as you just saw, I went ahead and got my tape put up all the way around the ceiling. So now I have a good line to place my, we'll call it a backer board, my mount against the wall for these LED lights and for the crown molding. So my next step is to, because I actually like this piece, this is a good template here. I'm going to take this piece here, measure it out, get my exact measurements, and I'm going to cut all the pieces I need to go against this wall all the way around. So from transition to transition, at every corner they're going to touch in the corners, I'll go ahead and get this done all the way around the room, or get enough pieces to do it all the way around the room. And then we're going to glue them to the wall and shoot them with a couple of brad nails at the same time through the drywall. So I'm out here in the wood shop. I've got all my pieces cut to the profile that I need. Get that little bitty corner piece sticking out there, no big deal. The rest of it's nice. So yeah, got them all done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get these measured out, cut to length, and put them up on the wall. I'll be using liquid nails, heavy duty. I'm gonna put a bead of this across the back of each board, and then I'm gonna shoot a 2-inch brad nail through it into the drywall. So that's, the brad nails will hold the board in place temporarily because it doesn't provide much, strength really. But the brad nails will hold it in place while the liquid nails glue it to the wall. And then after it's all glued to the wall, I'll caulk the joints and all that to make sure there's no issues with seams and being visible and all that. Anyway, moving on. Guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. If you like the content, be sure to smash that subscribe button so you'll be notified of future content being released. You're watching DIY at Dozier. As always, share the knowledge, share the passion, share the school. Do it yourself.